When it comes to selling a business, choosing the right broker can be the difference between a smooth, successful sale and a costly disaster. Not all brokers are created equal, and if you're not careful, you could end up with someone who overpromises, underdelivers, and wastes you a lot of time and money. So what makes a really good small business broker? There are 11 things to look out for, and the last one is arguably the most important. Here they are. First, experience matters. A broker with years in the industry and a solid track record is much more likely to be able to complete a successful deal. They've seen it all and they know how to structure a deal that benefits you. They'll have excellent references from happy founders who achieved really good exits, so be sure to speak to some of their previous clients to find out how the process was for them. But deal experience isn't enough. The best brokers specialize in a specific industry. They know the ins and outs of your industry, they have a network in that industry, and they know all the little things that might impact the value of a business just like yours. Speaking of valuation, a great broker will know how to price your business correctly. Overvaluing can be a tactic to win your business. You're much more inclined to go with the broker who tells you they can get a higher price. But it scares away buyers, so you have to be really careful to strike the right balance here. Undervaluing leaves money on the table, so you don't want to do that either. A skilled broker will be able to justify the valuation they give you with data, insights, and projections. Marketing is another key factor. A good broker won't just list your business on a listing site and hope for the best. They will actively market it. They'll identify the best types of buyers, strategic buyers. They'll know who's on the market currently for a business just like yours, and they will help you position your business in the best possible light to those buyers. There's an easy way to find out if a broker is going to be good at marketing your business. Because if they're good at marketing your business, they'll be good at marketing their own. So check out your broker's own marketing and let that inform your decision. Negotiation skills are crucial. Selling a business isn't just about finding the right buyer, it's about getting the best terms for you, the seller, as well. The best brokers are skilled negotiators, and they'll be able to find the best deal for you that maximizes your price, gives you the best terms, and helps you agree the transition period that works for you. Then there's due diligence, which is arguably the worst part of any deal. You're going to have a buyer looking under the hood of your business. They're going to be asking loads of tough questions, and you're going to have to collate all of that information and share it with the buyer accurately and honestly. Now, your lawyer will help you with a lot of the due diligence process, but your lawyer is going to charge by the hour, so you're looking for a broker that's going to hold your hand through due diligence, ideally get you ready for due diligence before you even start the sale process. Because the last thing you want is to agree a deal with the buyer, appoint your lawyer, get halfway through the process, and then have the deal fall apart because of something that comes up in due diligence. The best broker holds your hand throughout the due diligence process. Confidentiality is also a really big deal. You don't want your customers, your employees, or your competitors getting wind of the fact that your business is on the market, because that could completely change the way they engage with you, and you could end up leaking value as a result. So it's really important that your broker is discreet. Your broker should never, ever share the details of your business with any potential buyer without first getting them to sign a robust NDA. If any broker does this, they are absolutely not the right broker for you. And of course, let's talk money. A good broker is upfront about their fees, and there are no hidden costs. A very important thing that so many businesses overlook is the terms in the broker's contract. I've worked with a number of business owners who've appointed a broker, failed to sell their business, and then found a buyer themselves, only to find that when they sell the business, the broker is still due their commission because there was a long period in their contract. So just make sure that you are crystal clear on the terms of the contract with the broker, so you don't end up having to pay them for your own work in selling your business. Understanding the legal and tax implications of selling your business is also really important. Now, your broker is not going to be your financial advisor or your tax advisor, but they should have a decent overview of the tax situation in your market so that they can help you structure a deal so that you can have the best possible outcome from a tax point of view. It's important that they're thinking about this, although of course they will never be advising you on this. Finally, some post-sale transition support is also important. Now, your broker is not going to lead the integration between your business and the business that's acquired you, but they shouldn't disappear. If anything crops up after the sale, you should be able to discuss it with your broker if you need them. You want a broker that's not going to disappear the day after the sale. And that's why it's important to speak to previous clients and get references of any broker that you plan to work with. Okay, here's the most important factor in choosing a small business broker. The best brokers are professional and they actually do the work. They're not just going to put your business on a listing site and leave it there, hoping for the best. They're going to work with you, they're going to understand that you've never done this before, and they're going to advise you through the process, help you through the process, and actually market your business. They're going to put in the effort, make those calls, work their network, and actively sell your business rather than just passively listing it. And if the broker doesn't think that your business will sell, they must tell you that rather than just taking your money to market their business. That's completely unfair. They need to be upfront about the likelihood of your business selling. So if you're thinking of selling your business, then make sure you work with a broker that ticks all of these boxes. And while a broker is a really good option if you want to sell your business, there are some founders who've managed to sell their business without the help of a broker or an advisor. And some of those deals have been very successful. So it's worth finding out more about that. If you'd like to talk about your options for selling your business, then feel free to get in touch. My details are in the channel description, or leave a comment. I respond to all comments on my channel. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more insights on building and selling businesses.